This is the research is called the notion of friend between offline and online. And my name is Aram Hamasaid. I came from University of Suleimania from KRI from Iraq. And this research is actually about the Facebook and how Facebook in recent years grow in numbers and around 2 billion, nearly 3 billion people use it in daily. So this uses of social media platform has changed on real life. So my research is how the pre-notion of friends changed between the offline and online. So for that, beside of this aim that I'm looking for, there's other aim in this research, and I can share some of it in here and others from the essay. Is about how people select friends and how they pursue friends and how they illustrate the time or type of research and time of messaging and speaking when they are their friends. But basically, mine is about what's the difference between notion of friends in online and offline. So for the method, I actually choose a small group of students, 10 students, as I do the questionnaire form, and 2 of them I did an interview with them. So basically, the friends in offline, it means that somebody that's outside your family circle, and somebody that it's closer to you, but it's not your family, and you don't have a sexual relationship with them. And other, as Boyd said, that it is informal relationship that is not family, that's not co-worker, but it's informal. But other point of view says that friend should be the one who's outside the family and you have an informal relationship with them, but that basically is the trust is the thing that makes somebody a friend for you, that trust that you can speak with them and be free, and you have the secret and the normal conversation. So basically, McCarthy 2000 argues that human relationship is very complex. So for example, he talked about six different human relation, like family, neighbors, people from current work, from previous work, school, and people that you know. But in Facebook, all these type of friends, all these type of relationships called friend, just one in one word they put it in friend. So these all different various relationship in real life in Facebook just called the friend. But West argues that that is not the same. Actually, not all that relationship is the same as presented in Facebook. So what is presented in Facebook? What's a friend in online means? Basically is a refer to the feature of membership, of followers, or people that have access to see your stuff in your page. That's only meaning of the friend. But also there is another argument says that also friends in Facebook maybe have the high, maybe the people are who is from your high school, from university, from the extended family, co-workers, college, and other parts, other people that you might also know, or you don't know them, you just follow them, you send them a request, that will be your friend. And there's a phenomenon actually in Facebook recently called friending on Facebook. What does it mean, culture of friending? Is that you send a process that you send a link, friend request to somebody, and they accept it to be your friend. By that, it means that you can see the posters and the photos and the activity in daily, and you can message them. And this is the process called friending, is kind of communication channel or communication level. So, but in Facebook, actually, Facebook says if you wanted to send a friend request to people, send for people you have in your life, real life connection, or friend from family, or coworkers, or classmates. This is what Facebook tell you. And then there is another factor. The number of friends affects how you see the friendship in Facebook. For example, you for regular account, you have 5,000 friends. You can go to that. And user typically they start with a small group of real friends, and they will be bigger when you stay longer in the Facebook, or usually if you are in the circle like friends and certain age, like a younger age, you can have more friends that the older age. And also there is another thing that people use Facebook to stalking friends and ex-friends or ex-girlfriends, or family does that actually to see what the people do. And also there is a vision to put your family as a family member on there. And also there is another notion that we have to know about is that it's called fake friend. Fake friend is friends is an account that you consider friend, the application consider friend, but they are not existing, or somebody like characters of actors or cartoon, or even Jesus, or some of the fake friends are actually not a person, is institutions like university, or a movie, or a band or music band, or some kind of thing that you don't really have the real conversation with them, but it's considered to be your friend. That's why they call it a fake friend. And actually Schofield says that the number, we usually pick the people who have a higher number of friends than the one who's smaller number. So it means that when you get numbers high in Facebook, that means that people automatically send requests for you because you have a high number of friends. That's what he said. And also there's another fact that they said that women are more likely to receive woman requests, friend requests than men. Men are usually send the request. That's other things. And for the table, actually, I'm not gonna bore you about the tables. This is the tables that I got the information of, but the result is what I'm going to discuss. The average of that group that I did the research with them, they have usually 30 for 300, for 350, for 400 friends, which is not a bigger number, but it's not a small number in terms of if you have a real friend. So one of the interesting finding that I got it is that all the samples, they said that actually my friends on Facebook are the real friends on offline. I just asked them to have a channel. That means that they use it Facebook for communication channel. But also there's acquaintance and co-workers and others that they try to follow them and become like a fan or member, or follow the news about them. So the most of the numbers, most of the samples that I got, they see friends in Facebook as a friend in real life, or they real life friends are the one on in the online friends. So it is the same in that group that I researched. So they don't consider the fake friend as a friend. They don't consider the actor or the musician when you have a connection with a friend in Facebook as a friend, because they don't have a connection, you don't talk with them. So it is just a fan or just a follower. So that's why they use it as a communication connection tool. And also most of my research finding samples, they said that having large list of friends doesn't make you popular. So they don't seek for getting more followers. They just follow the ones they wanted to follow. And also there is a similar that's a thing that actually my research is, I find it is very interesting, that real life people, they try to became more, they try to adapt the way that Facebook is defined in friends, because in Facebook that you easier to talk with them, easier to FaceTime with them, easier to send the pictures and your activities. In real life, that's kind of difficult to do that. The people try to do that as well, and also the Facebook try to mimic the real values in life to put it in the Facebook, just to have more engagement from people. They put application like location and what do you eat, what do you read, kind of thing, just to get know you better. So they will bring the ideas or value from the real life. So that fact that also there's another fact that Facebook is just not for communication between two friends. It is broader than that. It's a commercial place. It's a communication place. You can see video. You can see, for example, conference ads. You can see things on it that's more than that you expected. And also, there's another thing that from the interview I got it. So some of the interview they said I add friend because I just wanted to follow them as a fan, not as a friend, just as a fan. Also, there's another thing, codes that it interests me, that they are saying, beside of that, sometimes in Facebook, I found somebody that interests me and I sent a message for him. Now he's my real friend in the real life. So it goes both ways. So in general, in conclusion, that Facebook is a new platform that is in our life and we use it daily because it's easy. It doesn't ask you too much. You just have a name. You can have an application in your mobiles. That's why people use it in too much. So my research interest is that how this affect social change, real life. So it does affect it that we get a lot of friends, we see other people, but in real life, it is the same group that we are connecting every day with. So the same people that we are interested in real life are the same one that we are engaging in the Facebook. There is no notable difference between these two sides. And thank you for listening. This is my bibliography of the research. If you have any question, thank you for listening.